Welcome back to the set here in that Ubisoft headquarters for Route 909. I'm here with Charlie.
Hey, Nicholas.
And Nicholas.
Hey.
Hey, Nicholas.
Thanks for joining us, Charlie.
No problem.
So we are going to be watching the Ivory Tower devs playing a free ride session in the crew.
Exactly. So as part of Route 909,
Yeah.
the community and the viewers have decided on the next destination of their journey.
Where were they before?
They were on a long free ride leading them to Miami. So it started downtown New York and they went all the way south down to Miami. And they are currently hanging out around the Miami Keys.
Okay, so that's where we're gonna be joining them, I guess.
I guess, yeah. So maybe we can now focus on the players. So they are currently on the satellite map. And they are going to jump right into the 3D world to start their ride.
Yeah, I can see that on their screens. Soon you're gonna see that on your own screen.
So we're joining Freya, driving the Pagani Raya in Perf spec. So Miami, nice and sunny as Banks likes to call it.
Yeah, very nice pink color. What time of the day is that? Like late afternoon, I guess.
Yeah, that seems like just before sunset, like half an hour before sunset.
Yeah, it's
and sun up is even more amazing. Like
yeah, it's funny how like the sun and the time of the day can actually change the experience.
yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
Like
it's very
way
different.
easier doing certain things at certain times of the day.
Yeah.
So now Freya is a bit in the lead, but they are now driving up the Keys to Miami downtown.
Okay, so
As you can see, the world is pretty much living with traffic cars roaming the playground as well. So not only do you have to pay attention to your handling, but you also have to pay attention to the life that is surrounding you.
yeah, they are. I was wondering where the crew was. They were right behind him, and now they're driving. So the driving, it's a bit like if it was a circuit, but it's not, like you said.
Exactly. So when
To take care of the
they're actually
traffic.
free roaming the world, and we are currently following Uchronic perspective. He's driving an old school American muscle.
All right, so can this guy actually with that car? Can he follow the others? It doesn't seem like he can actually.
He like theoretically he can, but it seems like he's having a bit of trouble.
Okay.
He doesn't have anywhere near the downforce of the other cars. Like they are built to stick to the road, and the faster they go, the more they stick to the road. Whereas his car is just meant to fly at every little bump in the road.
Yeah, that exactly.
It does have a lot more muscle and like a lot more torque in the beginning though, and it's just in the 6th gear it can't keep up.
No, that's basically why we call them muscle cars, because they're here for drag races rather than tight circuits with a lot of turns.
Okay, so they just played the skill. They got platinum, if I'm not
Exactly.
mistaken.
So those guys are currently level 50 because at Ivory Tower we play the game a lot.
I only played till level 10, like unlocked at that point.
But if you add the full game, unlocked game, I'm sure with 400 hours, you would have gotten to level 50.
I'll be level 50 within a couple of hours of the game.
Actually,
launching, I'm sure.
I got to level 50. We got to level 50 with the guys that are backstage in, I would say, 40 hours of like hardcore grinding, where we were really like pushing
40 hours.
40 hours over 3 days. They are really good players, and
I mean,
they were grinding like mad just to level up.
The game has a good lifespan in that regard. You can really keep on playing it for hours.
Yeah, I would say when you get to level 50 is when you get started. Actually, it's a bit like in Counter-Strike, people used to ask us, people who were doing competition, do you know the maps by heart? And it's like it's the first step to actually to 1,000 more. Knowing the maps by heart, and it's a bit the same here. I think it's you get to level 50 just by having fun, and then you start to realize the depths of the game and everything that's in it, and it's actually really hard to see just by watching pictures. You have to play it actually.
Actually, we ended up spending a lot of time just trying to upgrade our cars to the absolutely max level we could at level 10. That is,
Yeah.
but I'm so looking forward to PvP and how that'll look going into that at level 50, and just the competitive aspect of it. What's gonna emerge as a PvP system.
And so they have now triggered a mission. So that one is the Perth race taking place in the city center of Miami.
So Perth being
Perf being stands for performance tuning spec. So they are challenging a local set, of experienced drivers, and they are going to try to beat them at the race.
Yeah, because in the crew, just for those that might not know about this, there are for each car there are 5 available tuning specs. Well, not all of cars have 5 tuning specs. Like you can't turn a Ferrari into a raid car that goes in the desert, for example. But most cars you can turn them into 5 different specs, and one of them is perf, right? So perf, perf means performance, but how would you describe it like further, Charlie?
I think Nicholas wants to have a go at it.
Yeah, because I really haven't gotten to see much of perf and none of circuit actually, and I get to see.
What do you reckon when you see them on the streets?
So there's one mission pre-level 10 where you get to play a perf car. Yeah, you have to deliver an Aston Martin to a rival or whatever, and you're not allowed to scratch it and all this. It's a really cool mission, actually, trying to score the best time and not hit anything at all.
So
not even a trash can.
That one is what we call an A to B mission, but it has a modifier applied onto it, and that modifier is that you need to deliver the car in pristine condition.
Yeah.
So every time you dent it, of course, it will penalize you, and you will have lesser score as a result.
So coming from only street cars and dirt cars, which is what I'm pretty much allowed to play right now at level 10, playing a perf car, I just know just how much it sticks to the ground. It's just made to have a lot of downforce, and if you hit like a sidewalk, just inching you up that little bit, you go flying if you can't control it.
Exactly. So basically, the idea, the design idea behind the performance tuning, is that you sacrifice control over speed. So you go at you reach blazing speeds, but every time you hit a side street or every time you take a tight corner, you're gonna have to hit those brakes pretty hard.
Yeah, and as you can see, we are in the streets of Miami right now. Very accurate recreation of Miami, just like basically
very busy city.
So again, Freya is demonstrating some serious driving skills. I mean, he's been doing that.
Car, man. I love that car.
Also, he's driving a Pagani Huayra, so maybe the others are at disadvantage. When you are on the reward screen, the one who came first gets the bragging right. So even though we are following a Uchroni stream, we can see that Freya's car is in the foreground.
And that is just a great thing for leveling up with your friends, that it's always your car that's being shown and they never get to show off their new shiny rims or anything like that.
Well, they have to deserve it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that now we are going to launch the new vote for Route 909.
Okay.
So it's going to be between Pikes Peak, who's lost the other day, but I really want to see some, dirt action tonight, and the other choice is gonna be, and I can't remember.
Anyway, if Charlie can't remember, the guys on Twitter, they do. So you can go to our Twitter page.
It's gonna be Hoover Dam. Hoover Dam. How can I
was
forget?
at
Hoover Dam. I haven't seen Hoover Dam myself in the game.
I've actually been.
That's how big the game is. You play 50 hours of it and you haven't seen like half of it, but you've seen it?
For the customized contest, we were trying to find somewhere to have like an amazing background just for the wow effect, and we found this really nice little hilltop with the Hoover Dam behind it, but it ended up being like sunset time, and it takes so long for the day to progress sometimes.
Yeah.
So we just sat there waiting for a better shot, and it never really happened. But the dam looks amazing, and there's this huge lake, you can see all of it, and it looks great.
So maybe we're gonna see that on the stream later today. It's up to you to decide, guys. It's on Twitter, 909route at 909route. There are 2 tweets. The tweet you will retweet will be voted. So the tweet with the most retweets will be chosen as the next stop. So Hoover Dam or Pikes Peak. Where are they now, Charlie?
I can't really tell. They are currently in satellite mode, so they are basically trying to figure out where they're heading next. So as you can see, this is actually a pretty cool feature that we have in the game. So we can navigate through the world in satellite mode, and you can zoom in and zoom out anywhere you want, as long as you've explored.
Could you zoom more? Actually, I would like to show people how powerful the zoom is.
So so we are currently watching Freya. So Freya, can you go back on the satellite mode? We're just going to show some, navigation tools that we have in the game.
Could we check like each zooming level?
Yeah, so let's go and zoom onto Miami where you are.
Yeah, let's check out Miami. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then another level, and is it the level then? And this level you can actually
Exactly.
see cars moving. It's crazy because when you're playing with several people, you can see their cars.
Maybe we can go like just to show how real this is. We can go to Mount Rushmore and have a look, at the mountains. Because not only can you do that, where your car is, but you can actually also fly across, the map to the Rockies. And here we can have a look at the beautiful faces of those American presidents. Not so close. And maybe to show like what do you want to see? Maybe we can see the Hoover Dam, like to tease the people.
Let's check out Hoover Dam and maybe Pikes Peak. Where's
yeah,
Pikes
exactly. So let's show Pikes Peak. Pikes Peak is just south of Mount Rushmore.
All right, let's see if he knows his the crew
Yeah.
geography.
All right, so that is past Pikes Peak. You can see the observatory at the top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's there. Okay. At first, I thought that was a data station, but it was pretty big.
So that one is pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
if the guys want to vote for Pikes Peak, I can tell them that we're going to climb uphill using the circuit spec and then climb downhill using the dirt spec. So that's
Okay.
an incentive, to
Climbing up using circuit.
exactly. So
Okay.
that's why I really wanted the community to go for it. And
Okay, so that's Pikes Peak, and Hoover Dam.
let's just to be fair.
Yeah. we
Let's
to
have a
see
look
Hoover Dam.
let's have a look at the Hoover Dam. Hoover Dam, close to Las Vegas,
Okay, to the west.
to the west. Yeah. By the water, by the water
lake
on the right.
side, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big world, huh?
So this is Las Vegas, and if you go, yeah, exactly. This
Oh,
is where
there
it
it
is.
is.
Just zoom on that, and here we can see the Hoover Dam. So it's a bit, it's nighttime over there, so we can't see much. But
okay.
So
By the
that-
time we go there, if we go there, maybe it's daytime, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So
Okay.
of course we have a weather cycle in the game, and it's
Okay.
actually it spends it lasts over 2 hours, and during those 2 hours we have a 24 day and night cycle.
Okay, that's really cool. That's really nice.
So maybe we can get like, what are we doing next? Are we jumping straight into another crew battle, or do you want to see some more free ride?
I think we're gonna do the hot bucket seat thingy.
So I think the hot bucket seat is getting repaired at
Is
the
it?
moment, but we can jump to Bobo. We can maybe jump to Bobo, who's waiting by a skill challenge.
Let's see that. So what car is he driving right now?
So Bobo is with the Lamborghini. He's just getting started, schooling those wheels on the road.
All right.
So he's going to tackle a precision skill. So that one is playing against a ghost left by another player. So that precision skill requires him to go through those gates, and they shrink in size as he piles up.
Yeah, so there are many skills across the map, and it's not only like fun challenges, it's actually a way to grind and to farm. You farm items, you farm experience points, you farm money. It's like playing Diablo and looking for your new sword, except you're not looking for a new sword, you're looking for better brakes or...
So maybe Bobo can show
Exhaust
us. I think Bobo can do better, so he can retry this skill instantly using the X button. So this is the way it happens in the game. You can actually those skill challenges have that one more time feel to them. Much like Trials, if you've ever played the game made by Ubisoft, you constantly want to improve, and in order to allow that, we've enabled our player to retry instantly.
So yeah,
actually with the mechanic, Al, we actually spent like 4 or 5 hours one night just retrying skills, trying to get the part that we wanted for a new car, just to make it better.
That's exactly what we've been doing, like trying to farm up our cars for this event, and you can get lost in it. Like sometimes you just go on a free drive and you drive into a skill, you take that one, you finish up with another one, and then it just keeps on going. You can really get lost in it and just have hours of trying skills.
And he's actually done better. He's earned a silver medal. As a result, he got a better car part that he has applied on his Lamborghini right away. and he's gonna try that once more just to see if he can reach the gold medal scores.
Yeah, and it actually can be really hard, especially like I'm really not a fan of the precision skill because that's just not me. Like I like to stay on the road, stay on the line. Even the slalom is better. Precision skill gets really hard.
I don't think he's going gold with this.
Actually, precision. I played with the Lamborghini. It's really not the best for precision skills because it's really hard to actually maneuver it. The street cars are pretty good for precision skills.
I do agree.
They are more like they're more easier to maneuver. So it's actually okay. It's cool to have a Lamborghini. It's expensive. It's flashy. It's bling bling. But then it's not the best in every situation.
That's basically the trade-off between the street spec and the perf spec that you've just told us about. But maybe we can have a look at a different skill challenge just for a change. So maybe they're going to try that one once more, and then we're going to jump to a different one.
Oh, and he's just hitting every pole. It's just so unlucky. Like you really need the combo for you to score many points. Oh,
yeah.
It's a flying car.
And in the meantime, the bucket seat is getting ready. We should be able to, hop on it very soon. We want to show you what it's like to play the crew with a force feedback wheel and a bucket seat. I have to say a big thank you to Thirst Master for providing wheels to all gaming centers in Route 909.
They were really amazing to practice with the Thirst Master gaming wheels. And we had some small children like wanting to try the crew, and they wanted to try it with a wheel. And we had the force feedback set on like max, so they just got tore off the seats.
It was the same in Paris, man. I went to La Gaîté Lyrique in Paris, and it was the same. They had to reduce, the force in the force feedback wheel because like kids wanted to play, but they were just getting thrown away.
It is just really, if you hold on to the wheel and it turns, and don't have the power in your arms to hold that wheel, you're gonna get thrown off.
That's actually one thing I'm tired of with video games is you don't use your body, and it's really cool to actually get some energy going,
but that's why I don't play with the wheel when I play competitively, because I feel like I'm using my arms too much, so it needs to be the least stressing on your body as can be in competitive gaming. But when I'm cruising, when I'm doing what's it called, cross-country race with the other guys on the team, with all driving with wheels, because that's just way more fun. And it's
so actually, I have a funny fact to share. So at every tower we had a visit where we could brought our Ps over to the studio, and I had my parents coming over. And they basically could not drive, with a controller, so they had to switch to the wheel because it made more sense to them. And the funny thing is, they would stop at every red light playing the game. So
they're so civilized. Opposite. We love them.
And so now we are actually
boom. That's the thing.
In Matt Demon point of view, he's driving the wheel here with us.
Nice. There he is. So you do skills and you actually get traffic. And you're in your best run. And then there's a car, it's this random factor. I love it. It's like
maybe we can go interior view, because I think it makes more sense when you are driving a wheel.
Yeah. So I see Nicholas is looking at the seat. And would you like to go and give it a try, Nicholas?
Sure, I'm game.
Okay. So I think Mathieu. Wow. So that's
of course the wheel isn't the easiest one to master. Maybe we can.
But it's the most fun.
It's the most fun, of course. Can we go maybe to New York, doing that slalom skill down the Manhattan to the Statue of Liberty?
All right. And so the idea is we're gonna try and have several people playing in the hot bucket seat. And Nicholas.
Do you want to have a go?
I want to have a go.
Okay.
But first, we're gonna have Nicholas.
All right, we're gonna have Nicholas. So Matt Demon is just getting us ready.
And while he's getting us ready, I'm actually hearing we have a result for you guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the DS Rack Q Club?
Yeah. That's what it is.
What's the result?
The result is DS Rack actually won. DS Rack made it. Copenhagen wins, and Nicholas is so happy. Congrats, Nicholas. So
Vikings blood.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, so he's actually the crew leader. He's here with us today on the set in Paris, in France. But his team just won in Copenhagen, and we're gonna see them in the semis.
And I'm on stream most of the day, so I can't talk to them at all.
Well, actually,
really
you can talk to them now.
Yeah, really good job, guys. I'm proud of you.
Right, so here Matt Damon is setting, a score. So he's earned a gold medal, and we're gonna have a retry. And Nicholas is gonna jump onto the seat,
Sure.
and we're gonna see if he can do better.
All right.
Right, I'm gonna go jump in.
Okay, so while Niklas is sitting, I'm wondering, would we have the bracket, the tournament table available for us to show to the viewers? We're gonna after that we're gonna go for the semis.
Nicholas is gonna have a little bit of practice, while we show the tournament tree.
I don't know if that's ready actually.
All right, that's okay.
But Niklas is ready, it seems.
So I think he didn't trigger the skill, so he has to go, full circle.
See, that's what I love about people driving the wheel. They're really into it. Like we tried though.
Okay.
So Sourcemaster sent those wheels. It's the TX force feedback racing wheel.
TX
It's
500
step wheel.
Yeah.
They sent it to all gaming centers of Route 99 around the world, all 8 gaming centers. And it's been amazing. Everybody has been enjoying them very much. And so I had a chance to see people use it. And that's what they look like when they use it. They're really into it. It reminds me of arcades, when I was a kid.
Yeah, I sucked at those arcade games. But I must say I'm far better using a controller rather than driving the wheel. Nicholas, can you try that one again going the other way? Yeah, just go retry, convert to box, and go retry.
All right.
So here we can show his score. He's earned a bronze. It's probably... we're having some issues with the wheel.
A pedal is stuck, it seems. Is it good, Niklas? Yeah, it's good.
Okay,
it's
so
good
let's
now.
try in the other direction now, Nicholas. Like, just go around it, go 180.
Okay.
Let
Brake. Handbrake.
Ooh, drift. All right.
All right. Here we are with the slalom skill in downtown New York.
So here we can see the ghost from Matt Damon just overtaking Nicholas.
I think, Nicholas, you didn't take enough momentum. You didn't go far enough, The brake is stuck, really? Oh man, the brake is stuck, it seems.
Yeah, it's a technical issue, obviously.
It's still dealing with it, but that's not his fault. That's always what happens, right? In video games, when you lose, it's always
that's what he says.
Okay, I'm still wondering, guys. Would we be able to show the tournament table before we go for crew battles? Okay, there it is.
Go.
Okay, so Charlie is gonna go in a hot bucket seat, give it a try himself. So the semis will be Meltdown from Paris, France against DS Rack from Copenhagen, Denmark, and that's what we're going to see right after this. And the second semi-final will be between World Gamer Nation in New York, which have been the heavy favorites so far, and Nemesis from Montreal. So it's actually two cities that are really close by. It's like 45 minutes by plane from the one to the other, and they will be facing each other after we see Meltdown and DS Rack. Niklas is back on the sofa.
Yeah.
Niklas, how was it playing?
It was fine. I played a lot with the wheel. The pedals got a little stuck under there.
Okay.
I was trying to figure it out, but they seem to be pushed up and get stuck a little bit. So I was slow.
We had very little time to actually test it before we used it here on the set. Hopefully, Charlie, it's going to be better for you. No, I'm wondering how is it with you with the setup? Is it working right? Yeah, is it all good?
I think Nicholas was
Yeah. Okay. So Charlie is saying the
doing the
setup is
backing.
perfect, and Niklas was making excuses actually.
Just look at the
which I
ghost
think
going.
was the case myself. There he is.
We'll see.
All right. So remember that guy has the game installed on his computer all day, every day, in the office.
This is the developer.
I forgot one. Charlie, you have to go right then left and right then left. You know about that, right?
Actually, my kid brother, he tested it out by just going straight and just bolting through it, and you can actually manage to get a silver medal on most of them if you just bolt as fast as you can.
Oh, in slaloms?
Yeah. It's about
at this level, I think you can. At this level, you can, but when you get to skills that are level 50,
Yeah,
they get super hard actually.
and that's the thing. Like you want
Yeah.
the best medal, so
Yeah.
just getting a silver, that's nothing. So.
That's not enough. Yeah, second place is not enough.
Nah, never. So we'll see what Charlie's doing now. He's gonna try that slalom.
Okay,
once again.
so Charlie is gonna make another run here, and while Charlie is doing his run, MMCK is going to join us on the set for the upcoming crew battle semi-final, in which we will have Meltdown from Paris against DS Rack from Copenhagen. So
Ooh,
how is
yes.
it going, Charlie? Yeah, you have to deal with traffic. It's not only about good driving; it's about also like improvising in the traffic.
Yeah, and that middle stone that's there to like separate the roads is so annoying. Like that little jump you do just makes you lose all control of the car.
All right, bronze for Charlie. MMCK joined us on the set just before we get to know what you think of the upcoming semi-final for the crew battles. I'd like to know Nicholas' opinion about the match.
I think it's a pretty easy one to explain. My guys are gonna win. They're always gonna win.
Yeah, I mean, you're a good leader. That's
So
how you have to say.
They're playing Meltdown, and from what I just saw, we're winning it straight up.
All right, Chris, you've seen both teams play. Actually, no, you haven't seen DS Rack because we couldn't put them on the stream. But what would you say about the upcoming semi?
In this case, it will all be about tactics. They have almost turned it into science at DS Rec, and I wonder if it will pay off. It's about driving skills, but also about teamwork and knowing your stuff. So doing a little scouting that will probably come in handy, but we will see. The others have had time to practice as well.
Okay.
The Bentley is blistering fast, by the way.
I see the guys, the devs from Ivory Tower. They're in some kind of canyon or something like that. Could we see them maybe?
Some kind of canyon. It's the canyon.
Is it Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
They are in Grand Canyon. That's what I would like to see. It would be really cool if we could actually get to see them. Maybe it's not possible actually. I'm not sure. I can see them. I'm not sure you can see them. But Charlie is still in there in New York.
Doing even worse than
Actually,
me.
I'd like to take my turn now on the hot bucket seat. Okay,
Right, Nicholas,
I'll
you
go for
shift
it.
over.
Guys, it's up to you.
Yeah. Well, while Nicholas and Charlie are shifting seats here, we're just gonna look at the empty hot bucket car, it seems. But yeah, the guys from the Ivory Tower are just driving around in the Grand Canyon right now, actually completing skill challenges at the same time. And I never been to the States at all, and seeing this map this big, and just like I never got to experience the Grand Canyon, and just driving around in it now is so much fun. Oh, and there's Nicholas getting ready.
So guys, I'm gonna have to leave you for a minute.
Right.
I'll be back maybe some time later tonight.
Right?
See you.
Yeah, okay. Good trip.
You destroyed that Bentley.
So Nicholas, are you ready? You just need to set up your stuff, like have it on your settings. Right. That depends on how the keybinds are set up on that. So Nicholas now, full concentration, has to beat my time. Actually hitting the slalom, so
Did you get bronze or silver or not?
I got a bronze and a silver, I think. But yeah, if we could just
Bentley
see
is
Nicholas's
really,
screen here,
really,
trying
really
to
fast.
keep up.
Look
He's
at,
doing quite
look at
well
that.
right
Whoa,
now.
whoa, 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 whoa.
And now losing control to traffic.
Are you driving on hardcore?
So, you're hoping you're driving the...
I think the default setup is on hardcore with the wheel.
Yeah.
When you plug it in, it's always hardcore. You can choose to switch to sport mode or full assist, but I advise you to stick on hardcore because it's much more fun.
Actually, I'm driving on all driving help. I just feel like
Really?
I have better control of the car. Hardcore, it's really fun for drifting. Like I spent some time in Yellowstone, just like up in the mountains past Yellowstone, and just drifted around with a buddy of mine, and we tried to like synchronize our drifts the best possible, and it was a lot of fun, and we spent like 2 hours just doing nothing but drifting.
So you created your own skill challenge.
Yeah, completely. Because it was like, oh, we can get closer to this edge, we can get closer to each other, and like we ended up like being less than a meter from each other at all times, and just the perfect drifts around the corners.
Maybe drift challenge is something they can add in the future.
It is insanely hard though, so
Yeah, it's cool.
when drifting,
You saw that?
just Nicolas.
It's Nicolas.
He takes opposing drivers head on. Like he plays chicken with everything.
Would you
He
give?
can't dodge.
Would you give him? Would you give him his your? Would you give him your car?
No, not at all. The keys to my car? I don't even own one, and I wouldn't give my keys to him.
But this is a tough one with the upcoming traffic and the bounce over the.
Yeah, the bounce is really
the
annoying.
I haven't driven this one. Haven't you? Have you driven this one before?
No, because this is one for a higher level car than what I'm
And-
driving right now. And
So they raised the bar a little.
yeah, it seems a slight bit harder. Like I
Yeah.
usually use the third person view as well, like Nicholas asked for.
I don't.
And
Are you? For cruising, I always use the cockpit view or the hood view, depending on what mood I'm in.
yeah,
But for racing, most of the time hood view, because it gives you the best possible visuals, and that gives you the edge in races.
right. So Nicholas here actually keeps on going for a bronze medal. And
Yes?
you did silver once? You just see the platinum driving off. Maybe you need a bit more of a lead going into the skill challenge. You just see the entire rig
you-
like shaking.
You can actually go backwards and take a little run up.
yeah, exactly.
upwards,
You can have a bit more of a lead into the.
but maintaining the speed is really difficult on this one. So
Yeah.
maybe you should take it a notch down in speed and try. He's on a gold path here. Oh man!
Platinum.
Where did he get?
He got the platinum.
He's showing off.
He's doing really well over there, Nicholas.
He's raising the bar. I think Nicolas is enjoying himself. That was
So
some
next we're
great
gonna
skill.
look at-
That's crazy. You enjoying yourself?
I think I think the crew is so amazing. I was fed up with video games actually, and I'm not anymore.